2 years ago, I thought the coldest place I'd ever worked was a huge tech company where people pretended to care. I didn't realize my own home had always been colder. I was born when my parents were 46. My siblings, Tara, Jace, and Rowan, were already teenagers with their own lives. I was the late mistake, the surprise no one wanted. Tara once told me Mom cried when she found out she was pregnant again. She laughed while saying it, like the truth needed a joke to soften it. But the joke was me. Growing up meant learning to take up less space. I wore my siblings' ripped hand-me-downs. Birthdays showed up late or not at all. School events were just me staring at an empty chair with my name on it. I convinced myself it didn't matter, even though it always did. Still, I believed love could be earned. If I became perfect, maybe they'd finally see me. So I worked like my life depended on it. Straight A's, on a roll, every year. I cooked dinner, fixed things around the house, stayed quiet, stayed useful. I never asked for new shoes, even when mine were falling apart. Basketball was the one place I felt alive, but Dad lived for football. He still wore his old Letterman jacket, like it proved something. So I quit basketball and joined football, hoping he'd look at me the way he looked at my brothers. I trained until my palms cracked. Made varsity sophomore year. Led the team in touchdowns junior year. Nothing changed. A 98 on my chemistry final. Dad asked what I missed. The homecoming touchdown. They watched Rowan's college game in the parking lot. Didn't even know we won. My siblings had a group chat called Real Crew. I saw the name on Tara's phone, and it told me more than any conversation ever had. Yesterday was Dad's 62nd birthday. Mom planned a huge dinner, prime rib, expensive whiskey, even hired a photographer. It's so special to have the whole family together, she said. I spent all day setting up candles, table settings, decorations. I told myself not to hope, but hope doesn't listen. During the party, the photographer kept arranging everyone, my parents and the 3 siblings. Perfect little formation. Whenever I stepped closer, Mom smiled and said, "We'll get some with you later." We never did. Then, during dessert, Tara asked everyone to share a favorite memory with Dad. They told stories from trips I wasn't on, years before I existed, jokes I didn't understand. Laughter rolled around the table like a wave I could never catch. When it was my turn, I talked about the district championship last year, how I dedicated that winning touchdown to Dad in the post-game interview. I didn't even make it halfway through the sentence. Mom cut me off with a cheerful, "Oh." Before I forget, "Rowan, how's the kids' soccer season?" And just like that, everyone turned away. Phones came out, laughter returned. The photographer snapped more pictures of their perfect little circle. I sat there staring at my water glass, realizing the truth that had been chasing me for years. I wasn't invisible by accident. I was invisible by design. This morning, on my 16th birthday, one they forgot, I woke at 5, packed a small bag with clothes, documents, and saved money, and called Coach Ellery, my old basketball coach. The man who once told me I had real talent. When I asked if I could stay with him for a while, he said, "Of course. Cool, mate." I left a note on the kitchen table that simply said, "Staying with a friend. Don't worry about me." He never did anyway. Walking out the door felt like stepping into real air for the first time. I wasn't leaving a home. I was leaving a place I've been trying to earn for 16 years. What moment made you realize it was time to walk away? Drop it in the comments. And if this story hit you, hit that subscribe button. Sometimes the hardest truth is accepting that the people who should love you simply don't know how.